Hello, welcome to Standard Voice Television News Channel. I'm Fawzi Ibrahim. The Nigerian Police and the Independent National Electoral Commission has issued fresh warning against early political campaigns ahead of the 2027 general elections. INEC Chairman Professor Mahmood Yakubu stated in Abuja that campaigns before the official timetable are illegal under the Electoral Act. He cautioned political parties to respect the law, stressing that premature campaigns could create unnecessary political tension. The Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, also directs state commands to monitor and prosecute offenders. Political analysts said the move is part of the broader efforts to safeguard electoral integrity. The federal government said it has successfully collected over 600 billion naira in value-added tax from foreign technologies companies operating in Nigeria, including Facebook, Google, and Amazon. Minister of Finance Wale Edu revealed this during a press briefing in Abuja, noting that it was the first time such a large sum has been realized from the digital taxation. He explained that the revenue will be directed toward critical infrastructure, social investment programs, and reducing Nigeria's fiscal deficit. Economists have described the development as a major breakthrough in diversifying government revenue away from oil dependence. There was heated debate at the House of Representatives as lawmakers confronted Finance Minister Wale Edun and Budget Minister Atiku Bagudu over delay in the 2024/2025 budget implementation. Lawmakers accused the executive of failing to release funds for key sectors like health, education, and infrastructure, worsening the suffering of Nigerians. The minister admitted that low oil revenue and global economics headwinds have slowed implementation, but assured that corrective measures are underway. Speaker Tajuddin Abbas urged the government to act swiftly, warning that further delay would cripple government. Tears flowed in Yobe State as 84 victims of brutal bandit attacks were buried in a mass grave. According to eyewitnesses, heavily armed men stormed the village in Jugba local government area, shooting indiscriminately and torching homes. Survivors described the attack as one of the deadliest in the region this year. Governor Malabuni attended the mass burial and promised more security support, while community leaders pleaded for urgent federal intervention. Humanitarian agencies have also called for immediate relief for displaced families. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has directed his cabinet to implement urgent measures to reduce skyrocketing food prices across the country. At a meeting in Abuja, the president ordered the release of 50,000 metric tons of grains from national reserves, as well as new incentives for farmers to boost food production. He also called on security agencies to resolve the farmer-herder clashes that continue to disrupt agriculture. The Guardian reported that Tinubu described food inflation as a national emergency that must be tackled to prevent further hardship for citizens. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has questioned former group managing director of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company, Mele Kyari, over controversial multi-billion naira refinery rehabilitation contract. According to EFCC sources, investigators are probing why massive funds were released for refinery repair, yet the facilities remain non-functional. Kyari reportedly provided documents to defend his rule, but anti-graft officials said the probe is far from over. The development is seen as part of the Tinubu administrative renewed anti-corruption drive in the oil sector. President Bola Tinubu and France Minister Emmanuel Macron held a private lunch in Paris on Wednesday, where they discussed trade, security, and Africa-Euro relationship. The meeting took place amid political uncertainty in France following street protests against Macron's recent reform. According to Reuters, Tinubu emphasized Nigeria's readiness to strengthen economic ties with France, particularly in energy and infrastructure. Analyst says the meeting highlighted Tinubu's increasing diplomatic engagement with European leaders. The High Court sitting in Akure has denied bail to suspect accused of carrying out the 2022 Owo Catholic Church massacre. The court ruled that granting bail would pose serious security risks. Given the severity of the charges, families of the victims welcomed the ruling, saying it was a step toward justice for the over 40 worshippers killed during the attack. The case has been adjourned for further hearing later this month. The Lagos State Police Command has arrested a man who attempted to install himself as the OB of Lagos. Police stormed the location of the planned coronation ceremony and apprehended the suspect, describing the act as fraudulent and disrespectful to traditional authorities. He is now in custody and will be charged to court. That has been the news from Standard Voice Television. I'm Fauzi Ibrahim. Thanks for watching and do have a nice day.